Hey there guys, Penubi here bringing you another Yu-Gi-Oh! Decklist video. It has been a while since I've done my last Yu-Gi-Oh! Decklist video, since I do know that Pokemon is the main content area of interest on my channel. But hey, if you're stumbling across this video and you don't know what I'm talking about, feel free to check out my channel and see if it is up your alley. And if you are familiar with my other content and all that kind of stuff, see if maybe you do enjoy Yu-Gi-Oh! Who knows. But anyway, getting into it. This is going to be a Blackwing deck list. It's, new format Blackwings, which are a lot less powerful considering that Kalut got put to 1 and Icarus Attack got put to 2. So a few people have been trying some different types of builds to see how exactly they can make Blackwings still competitive or still at least, usable and all that kind of stuff. And this is basically how I've gone about it. And it's a pretty good deck. I've actually had some moderate success with it. It's done well against some Chaos Planet decks, which are really popular this format. There's a lot of Dark Arm pushes and all that kind of stuff. So let's go ahead and get into it. One Dark Arm Dragon, you're going to see there's a lot of graveyard control in this deck, quite a bit. So yeah, getting Dark Armed out is pretty easy. You're also playing Allure, so not as much as a dead draw if you can't pull it off. One Sorcerer seems really weird, I know. The direction I've decided to take this deck is, since I don't have dualities and things like that, so I can't just try to, play Blackwings and just ignore the fact that a lot of their cards got taken out and try to play these filler cards like, Gold Sark or Duality and stuff like that. So the way I've decided to go about it is add 3 Ryko, a Charge, a Sorcerer, and a few little other tech trees. And so far it's actually worked really well. Maybe I'm just getting lucky with the way I play it, because I usually do get pretty good hands, but let's just go ahead and finish it off. One Sorcerer, because you're only playing 3 lights, which are your 3 Rykos. Deck doesn't really have room for Valor to work properly, so can't really afford to be doing more of that. Can't really afford to play Trooper and stuff, so yeah. 3 Sirocco, just because he's a 2000 beater and all that kind of stuff. Bring him out. Good with Vayu, and you are playing a Vayu, and all that kind of stuff. And also good with Whirlwind, obviously, so you can pull anything from your deck. And since you're playing less Blackwing, since a lot of the other Blackwings have been, limited and stuff, well, not a lot, just Gale and Kalut, you play 3 of him. 3 Shura, pretty much the best one in the deck, in my opinion. Well, best other than the ones that got limited. Because you can pull something from your deck whenever you destroy a monster by battle, which is really useful. Get your Gale, get your Vayu, and Synchro up, and set you up for big plays. And he's an 18 beater, which is nice. Then you have Bora, special summon when you have another Blackwing. We all know the effect. He pierces 1700. You're playing 3 of them so that you can, make pushes. He works as he's a great thing to mill. So is Shura and all that kind of stuff. One Kalut, the lone Kalut, because he is limited. He's there, honest for 14 attack whenever you drop him. One Gale, because, obvious Gale, half and stuff. Good with Blizzard. 3 Blizzard, which actually some people, might be surprised by. In previous formats, 3 Blizzard was not as good, especially because a lot of people were playing Oppression with Blackwings, but I'm not, obviously, because I'm playing Sorcerer and Dark Armed and 3 Blizzard and all that kind of stuff. And yeah, Blizzard's just really good, especially when you're playing Mill in the deck. One Vayu, your really only way to search it out is going to be either, I guess, Whirlwind or more prominently Shura, and you can always mill it. So I could play more Vayu, but 1 just seems right, at least for me, for right now. So, I don't know, still playtesting, but yeah, 1 Vayu, make your good synchro plays. There's actually a pretty good push in this deck, a good timing push, where if you can get your opponent open, blow up a back row with Ryko or something, you go Blizzard into Armed Wing, and then you remove a Vayu and a Sirocco for Armed Wing and summon Dark Armed. I've done that actually a lot of times. It's not that hard to get set up, you might be surprised. And then, yeah, 3 Ryko, just because blow up back rows so that you can start getting your Shura plays off. You can get Sirocco plays off. Sirocco Bora stack, all that kind of stuff. And he mills, which is going to be good for the, your spell lineup. And he's a light for chaos. And he just adds speed to the deck and generic destruction, which really helps. All that kind of stuff. So going into the spells, that was 20 monsters, by the way. Going into the spells, we have Charge the Light Brigade, good for speed. Just gets you some mill, gets you some monsters in the grave, gets you that Ryko for generic destruction to get rid of whatever you need to get rid of. One Allure, you are playing 20 monsters. It's just good to even out your hands, and obviously for a little bit of speed. Then, also for speed, we have Whirlwind. It just gets monsters out of your deck, so you can draw into your spell and trap cards, and you know, get retarded pluses, and obviously it was limited for a reason. It's just too good. 2 Avarice, that might seem a little weird. Usually if you do play Avarice, most decks these days are playing it in 3s. 3 is definitely too dead draw for this deck because you play so much, you use your grave so much with Vayu and Blizzard and Dark Armed, but at the same time you're milling with Ryko, you are dropping with Kalut, you're special summoning Boras, you're searching out with Shuras. You know, you are getting those monsters into the graveyard, you're making synchro plays, so yeah, when you draw a Pot of Avarice, you know, you're drawing into a +1, and you can get set up and all that kind of stuff. It's just a really, you know, obviously amazing card. And then we're actually playing 2 Smashing Ground in this deck because it's just good. It deals with Reaper, although this deck can pierce, but it still deals with things like that. It deals with other threats, and it can open them up. And it's just good generic 1-for-1 destruction. And although this deck doesn't have as many pluses as, say, you know, Hyper Librarian, Chaos Plant type stuff, it still can get a few solid pluses, and if you back that up with good 1-for-1 play, you know, you're usually in a strong, you know, situation. Dark Hole, just because, yeah, it's Dark Hole, staple. 1 Book of Moon for monster manipulation, those were obviously monster destruction. Stop synchro plays, get something so you can pierce it, get something so you can abuse it with Shura and all that kind of stuff, obvious. 1 Reborn, staple. 1 MST. The reason I'm not playing 2, it's kind of backed up by the trap lineup, so I think 2 is a little much, especially because this deck also plays Rykos, which other Blackwing decks don't. So a lot of Blackwing decks do play 2 MST, but you need to examine why are you playing the cards you're playing. And I just find that with 3 Ryko, you're usually targeting back rows, and with the trap lineup, you're targeting back rows with a lot of the cards. So 1 MST gets the job done. I'm actually playing, going into the traps, 1 Delta Crow. Seems a little weird. A lot of people are playing just 2 MST and no Delta Crow, even in the old format when there was more Blackwings, not, you know, limited. So why play it with even less Blackwings? Really, it's just a good card to me. It's chainable, obviously, especially if you have, like, you know, a Blackwing on the field. I've gotten, not a lot of the time, usually it does work like an MST for me. There haven't been a lot of situations where I've drawn into it and been like, oh crap, I really wish I could blow up that back row right here and right now, and I can't because it's a trap card. Or a lot of situations where they've tried to blow it up and I've been like, dang, I can't chain it because I don't have a Blackwing on the field. I have not run into that many situations like that. But on the flip side, I haven't run into that many situations where I have it set and during the end phase I chain it and blow up 2. But every once in a while that happens. You can get a free +1 off of it, and every plus is appreciated. And even if you can't get a plus off of it, usually if they just blow it up, even if you can't chain it, it's usually 1-for-1. So you're not going negative or anything. It's just an opportunity for a plus that can give you an easier win condition. 2 Icarus attack, because it was limited to 2, which really sucks, and all that kind of stuff. But yeah, good. Blow up your Blizzards, blow up your Vayus, blow up your fucking anything, and knock out 2 cards that are problematic. For Summon Hate, you got 2 Bottomless, pretty staple. This deck's not playing Warning, it's not like a main deck or anything. Even my main decks don't have warnings, because I just haven't bought any. And then Torrential, because, yeah, it's Torrential. It's just good. Especially when, you know, the deck can rejuvenate so fast with Vayu and Blizzard and Dark Arm plays. It's okay to wipe the board. And 2D Prison, just because it gets rid of problematic cards like Stardust and things like that. Not that Stardust is a particular threat for this deck, but, you know, just gets rid of problem cards and things like that. And then 1 Mirror Force, just for generic attack hate. And, you know, sometimes you can get that +1, and pluses make your win condition so much easier. So that is pretty much the deck. It's pretty standard. It's just kind of a chill little deck. It's actually run pretty well for me, like I said, especially against Chaos decks and Plant decks. It's had a lot of success. So in this format, I think that you could definitely run around with this deck. You know, take it to your locals as one of your backup decks for some fun when you get bored of playing your main, and turn a couple heads, and it's pretty good. So there you go. Hope you guys enjoy. It's been a while since I did a Yu-Gi-Oh! Decklist video, so just kind of wanted to pump one of those out. And yeah, if you enjoy this video, feel free to give it a thumbs up and all that kind of stuff. And yeah, that is about it. So see you guys later, YouTube.